Hello everyone, my name is Mowmaster and welcome to a bit of a spotlight on something I've been working on. So I recently competed in a competition called ModOff, and what ModOff is a competition to get modders to build mods for a certain version of Minecraft, this version being 1.11.2. A lot of people are stuck in 1.10, I don't blame them, 1.10 is kind of a nice version to be in. But no, this got us stuck into 1.11, so we were building mods for 1.11 over kind of a 4 or 5 day period of time. And I built a mod, very, very simple, called Realistic Processing. The realistic point is in very, very early ancient times, the only ways you could really process ores was by smelting them. Minecraft, you just throw them in a furnace and go. That's not necessarily the correct way to do it. There is something called a bloomery, which is what I've crafted before you, and this is what we have. You would put your coal or fuel into it. Right now, coal is the only fuel option you have. And then you also throw your ores in. I allow for either gold or iron ore right now, which is just your basic vanilla ores. And then you can light the thing, and it does a little bitty smoky effect. The smoky effect will last for about 15 seconds and then disappear. And basically, I am trying to create non-GUI items. So, like, if you open up your inventory, this is a GUI. I want to do it so that nothing has to open up. Or if you like right-click on a crafting bench, this is a GUI. I don't want that. So to get away from that, I've added little various things like, oh hey, you can see the gold blocks in here, and the level of gold increases and decreases based on how much is in there. Same with the coal. And same with once you light it, it does a little smoky thing. The smoky thing means, hey, I'm running out of oxygen, feed me oxygen. If you don't feed it oxygen and it runs out completely, it will halt all progress and reset all progress to 0. So don't let it run out of oxygen, it's a bad idea. So, as you can see, there's a bigger smoke effect, and it goes smaller. That means we're losing oxygen. If you keep giving it more oxygen, you'll get a little bit more of a burning fire. The fire will persist, and then after that, you'll start getting, like, I am full of oxygen, basically. And that is the particle effect that says, hey, I'm full of oxygen, I'm smelting. You can leave me alone for, what is it, like, I don't know. It's nearly a minute, basically. At that point, you can leave it alone for nearly a minute before you have to come back and give it more oxygen again. It's not quite a minute, it's pretty darn close. I think it's like 50 seconds or something. So, if it's full of oxygen, chock full of oxygen, you can leave for 50 seconds and then come back. Which gives you a little bit of the ability to kind of craft some stuff on the side, you know, whatever you might be doing. But why does this require so much maintenance? Why does it take so long? It takes roughly 5 minutes to do one smelting operation, which is like, holy shit, that's a long time. It takes quite a bit of fuel. It takes up to 8 coal and up to 8 metal ores to make 16. It takes 5 minutes. It takes a lot of attentiveness. Why is it like that? As you can see earlier, when I made it, it takes a little bit of clay. The clay blueberry will last forever. You never have to get a new one, which is really nice. There is a trick to it. If you get a water bucket, you can actually turn it off. And if you turn it off, the progress, which as you can see by the lava level in there, it halts the progress. It saves the progress and halts the operation of the oxygen being depleted. Coal actually gets depleted as well, so if you want to relight it, you got to fill it back up full of coal. And as you can see, I have an example here that's pretty close to done. If we light it again, I can't light any more coal. Boom. If you don't have at least 1-to-1 ratio of coal to iron or gold, it will not light. So be careful with that. But as you can see, we got oxygen in here, we got coal in here. It's still smelting. And the downside to putting it out and relighting it is you have to make sure you have more coal than you have ore, otherwise it won't relight. Otherwise, if you just light it once and let it run, it will use up the coal as the process goes. So you don't have to add more coal in to restart it, basically. So it's a bit of an incentive, is you use less coal if you just do one straight process than if you were to do like a start, stop, and start again, you have to use more coal, which kind of makes sense. If you put something out, you're gonna have to add more fuel to it to get it burning again. So, realistically, processing. But anyway, so after your 5 minutes are up, and you've monitored it a little bit, you will notice that it stops, the progress disappeared, the ores and stuff disappeared, and I have 16 ingots of iron in my inventory. And now you can use this all over again. So you can put a couple of gold in here, a couple of coal in here, light her up, and get her going again. So that is how the bloomery works. That's kind of how it functions. Currently, the only 2 ores it does is iron and gold for early game processing. It requires manual operation, which sucks, but that's all the more reason to find redstone and make machines. But like I said, this is just super early game ore processing, so that's just how it works. That's the bloomery for you. This is realistic processing for 1.10.2 by yours truly, Mowmaster. And you know what? We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.